Cincinnati goes to Boulder. And what's kind of a big matchup in the Big 12 here, Colorado, dude, sneakily, all of a sudden, Colorado's playing good football, and the national media's kind of quieted down about it for some reason. You know, not that I haven't been like a Colorado hater myself at times. I'm frustrated that they refuse to run the football a lot, but yeah, I mean, what's the status of Travis Hunter? Second straight game. Kind of meandering, kind of an injury situation there. I don't know if he's going to play. To be honest, I just haven't checked. Not that I'm like genuinely concerned or whatnot. I think it does matter, but I also do think that Colorado offensively, we've talked about this wide receiver room being so deep. They have the weapons, I think, to cover for Travis Hunter offensively. It's defensively in that secondary that I would concern. And I do think Travis Hunter is a better receiver than he's a corner, but I'm not sure that they have the depth pieces that they do on the offensive side of the football. Cincinnati's been playing good ball, dude. And you were a guy, CD, that's been all over Cincinnati this entire football year. Why do you like them so much?
Listen, I think they're first of all, I can't believe I'm saying this. I think they're well coached in terms of they know what they are offensively. Not they know what they are offensively, and they kind of lean on it. Corey Connor's been awesome, right? They've
Yeah.
got good running game there. Brendan Sorsby has taken care of the football and been very good in the short to intermediate passing games. I'm still waiting on Xavier Henderson and those guys to move the football down the football field. And if you don't have Travis Hunter, and if you don't have this defense of Colorado in that secondary being totally healthy, that's where you could see some explosive plays happen, steal possession here and there from this Colorado offense. Because yes, and Cincinnati defense has played better this year for sure, and I love the way that they played against UCF a couple weeks ago. But you're gonna have to make stops, and you're gonna have to make some stops, but also play with Colorado. I feel really good about Shador Sanders moving the football with or without Travis Hunter. They're super deep there. I think the loss is much more significant, like you said, on that defense side of the football. I'm I'm going to take Cincinnati because you give me a couple points here, right? We're picking it at 5.5.
5.5. Yep.
So I'm going to take Cincinnati plus 5.5, but I don't feel great about it. And I do think that this game could get to a blowout, right? Colorado could just jump on them the same way they did to UCF. But I also think that Cincinnati, what they can do offensively, moving the football in Colorado, taking their time, kind of bleeding Colorado and making them be super efficient. And if Colorado can't run the ball and close out football games, the backdoor cover is absolutely there if it is within, 10 points or whatever it may be at the end of the fourth quarter. So I'll take Cincinnati, and I guess I'll just take them to win. Why not? If I'm there at 5.5, but don't feel great about it. And I've been on Cincinnati a lot. They've been on my count. They've been very good for me this year. But this game, it does concern me.
Can't get the pick game out of my head. Can't do it. I'll say
Long time
Colorado.
ago.
Hey, it was a long time ago. Um, Texas Tech moved the ball on Cincinnati. Pitt moved the ball on Cincinnati. Those are two really good offenses. I think Colorado's also going to be able to move the football. And they're at home, and I think they've played pretty well at home this season. Shador Sanders is playing really good football right now. I don't think enough people are talking about the level of football that he's playing at. It's very high. All right, it's very high. Cincinnati also. Here's what I like Cincinnati in this game. They can control the game. Colorado has done a good job getting teams off the field. Cincinnati's done a good job staying on the field on offense. Right, if you can control that game, control that time of possession, you got a real chance to win that football game on the road there. But I'll like Colorado 5.5. I think that there are some really nice weapons that can take advantage of some of what Cincinnati is lacking on the defensive side of the football. They've had a pretty decent pass rush this season from what I thought it was going to be, and Colorado's offense has been much improved. And in that aspect, they're still giving up they've still given up 25 sacks on the season, but I mean, they've still taken care of the football decently. They're finding ways to stay on the field. Colorado is defensively is where they've really impressed me in the improvement from a year ago, particularly their run defense. and the physicality that they've had in that front seven. I don't think the return of Shiloh Sanders is like really all that good. Who cares? But yeah, I kind of like Colorado in the spot. I think Cincinnati could absolutely win this game. And if Cincinnati, okay, let's play this. Colorado wins this game, right? Moving forward, are you feeling good about them and their chances to make the Big 12 championship game? Not necessarily win it.
Yeah, they get a bye week to get healthy, right? To
Yep.
reevaluate themselves. And then they get Texas Tech on the road, who looked very vulnerable last week against Baylor, especially defensively. Utah, who is unrecognizable right now. Kansas and Oklahoma State, two of the bigger disappointments of the Big 12, is absolutely right there. Now, it won't matter if BYU and Iowa State just run the table, right? It just won't matter because they'll both be undefeated. But in terms of what they can do to control their own destiny, what they can do to put themselves in position to potentially go to the Big 12 championship, yeah, I absolutely I feel pretty good about it. I do think Cincinnati is probably their second or first best team, best on their available on their schedule. This might be their toughest game left on their schedule, especially if it is with a banged up Travis Hunter. Dion was talking about, how it didn't look right. He couldn't make a play on one ball because of his shoulder injury, and they kind of took him out. Now, it was a blowout early, and so they didn't really need to put him back in. And I'll see. It'd be interesting to see how careful they are with him. They have not been careful with him because, right, even last year you saw him come back from injury and play a ton of snaps. So he's obviously wants to play a lot. He's obviously a tough competitor. He's an unbelievable football player. But obviously, hope he's healthy and all right because he is one of the game's best, and that's what you want to see in these matchups here. But Cincinnati, like you said, control the football, run the ball well, make some plays, get off the field on third down, try to get Sanders thrown in tight coverage, and try to get he does take some risks. He does, and he throws the ball really well, and he has a lot of confidence in himself, which he should because, like you said, he's throwing the ball very well. But he can put himself in bad situations, and if you could take advantage of them, short fields here and there, and kind of jump on him early, maybe you have a chance here. But like you said, Colorado's been playing well at home. I don't feel good about my Cincinnati pick, but I'm going to take it because I think they've just been playing good football. Complimentary football is what it's been.
Colorado's like only lost at home this season, by the way. Well, I guess is it their only loss of the year? Yeah, they're only no. Their only
They lost
home
to
loss this
Nebraska.
year. They did, and that was on the road. Their home loss was Kansas State, where they had a lead with a couple minutes left in the game. It's a
Yeah.
pretty solid team. So, other game, I mean, the Magic's happened there. The Baylor OT shenanigans.
Yeah, holy
So,
cow.
yeah, I'm ready for Colorado to get a home win. A nice one aside from that Baylor one here.